The artillery barrage was due to start in 15 minutes' time.
Advances in technology in recent years have brought significant benefits for dyslexic learners. Some of these advances are education-specific, but quite a lot of this helpful technology can also be found in everyday office software or on mobile phones and tablets.
Hi, my name's Francesca and I go to Frome College.
Students with dyslexia have a lot of difficulty getting out their ideas, not only in written form but also in typing. So for Francesca we were looking at using the dictation, and if we can teach Francesca to use it confidently and show and demonstrate that she's using it in her normal way of work, then she can then use that in her exams for concessions, because verbally what she can come out with is so much clearer than what she can write. We've had times when students are just not wanting to lift up their pens, they want to walk out the door, and this is a great way of reducing all that stress. We've got students who can't produce anything when they look at their written work. It's not showing at all what they're capable of. It's disheartening, the effort that they have to put in just to achieve. For example, when students are writing, not only are they having to think about the levelling, the spacing, they're thinking about having to sit upright in their chair, it's having to pull everything together. It's a multi-sensory process producing that writing. When you look at your dyslexic students, they're not just dyslexic. There's often the fine motor difficulties, the handwriting, the coordination. So to coordinate that all together at once is so hard and tiring for our students. So producing the dictation, where we're taking away all that motor element, the additional thinking, the planning, the processing, and it's just auditory output, it's perfect, taking away all that stress.
With so much technology available, teachers need to work closely with individual learners to find out what works best for them.
Actually, can you do a bit smaller so that I can see more?
So you can see more of the text emerging, yeah.
We need to take quite a lot of time when we have a new student joining the school to really get to know them and understand what makes them tick. But we'll try different techniques with them, knowing that some of them won't work. But being able to tick them off the list as we find the right balance for them.
So you're happy to use that as your recording? Yeah. Do you want to record it on there? So 12 and wet. Yeah?
12 and wet.
Experience is showing that while some learners can be reluctant initially to embrace technology, they adapt very quickly when they see what it can do for them.
When they can see the benefits to themselves of using it, they are quite ready to get hands-on with equipment. Certainly in other classes further up the school, they've really embraced the voice-assisted technology with the computers, for example, and a lot of them are using their mobile phones outside of school to try and help record information or to avoid needing to write things down. So they're very happy to embrace it. But sometimes it's just can be too technical for them. They aren't always good at reading displays. They do need it breaking down because it's not immediately obvious how that piece of information relates to that piece or that piece, and they can get quite confused quite quickly. So I think you've just got to take it slowly and take them through, and then they can really get to grips with it and enjoy using it.
And cloud-based storage systems are proving to be a useful way of learners moving their work around.
One of the things we're doing with our Year 10s at the moment is that a lot of their work is being done online. It's being saved to the cloud, so they can access this from home. They can access it in school, they can access it in a different classroom, but it means that they've got that work with them wherever they go. They haven't got to remember to bring a book back into school. They haven't got to, they don't lose a piece of paper, they don't end up with something that's all crumpled and doesn't look good. They've got that information wherever they go to be able to use to revise from, to revisit, support with homework.
Teachers and learners should work together to find a balance between technology and traditional methods of recording their work. At some point, learners may need to re-engage with pen and paper.
There is a tension there because some of them will still have to write by hand in exams, and we do need to give them the appropriate practice of handwriting and building up those skills as well. Some students really love typing their work and others just really cannot get the hang of it. It doesn't work for them at all. And similarly, some students are better at dictating with a scribe and others find that really self-conscious. But we've got other students who will just say, actually, I prefer to sit and write. So within a class, you'll quite often find different groups of students doing totally different things to record the work. And the important thing is it's individualised to them, and it's for them to know what works best for them, and for us to support them in using the best method.
So to recap some of the key points for using technology. Keep abreast of the technology that's available. It's a world that changes quickly. Work with learners to find out what's best for them. Allow them time to practice and become proficient. Use cloud-based storage to allow learners to access their work from home. Strike a balance between technology and traditional methods of working.